Gauntlet and bow. Stools, not very friends with stools because we need to move it this way so we can get in here and pull this possum. I can do some weird thing like this. This is something. No, not gonna happen. Not on my watch. That's the sentiment. The very last. Where's the treasure? Where's my treasure? Yeah, I see a lot of gold, but I can't reach it. Let's see if it's inside. Okay, that's the gold, and it's behind the door. Actually, one is open, so what happens here? What happens? What happens? Someone tell me. Everything is outside. And I'll give you my final score for dungeon and puzzles. It's we are here 130, and this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one. This is 135, which is 6. We started 130 last day. Oh yes, yes. And I realized about the solution. What do I do? Do I do it? I think I have to do it because it wasn't finished, because this level it's either you do it or you can do it in more than doesn't matter. Didn't say anything. So I stayed like 40 minutes or so. It was the last level and I was, oh, I'll do it quickly. Yes, I'm about to go, but it won't take long. But I stayed and stayed and stayed. While I was editing, I was like, my goodness, I was about to go, but here I am still playing the last level. And while I was editing, I realized of what I was missing. And I'll show you. If I don't remember wrong, I need what was first? So I need the spider I need the spider in the center here, in the middle column, aligned with the door. So not moving, I will not move it to the sides with the shield. Won't push it. What I need to do is push it up closer to the door. So I need this and this. And now I'll shoot. No, now I come here. Is it here? Yes. Now I shoot the arrow and I bounce with the shield so I don't get the arrow. Now I push the spider up. Now I grab I get the arrow. And now I need to... What was it? I know what I need to do, but I can't see how to do it in the way that I need. So now I have a different problem. Why can't I do that? No, I think I'm confused. I need to put the spider on the side. Yeah, it actually doesn't matter, but it's easier if I do it here. So in different conditions, it can be done with the spider here or here. And in the layout of this room, it needs to be here, I think now. So first push it to the side. Now I get the arrow, and now I push the spider up. Now here it's what I was missing. Now I need a way to get in between these two, but there is no way. Either I stay here or here, but not in these two squares, because there's nothing stopping me from coming up and down. But I have something that can stop me, which is the arrow. But how do I shoot so that it stops? Well, I don't need to shoot them. I need to shoot the wall. That's what I was missing. So now we go here and push the arrow. Now the arrow, when we get it, will stop in that square. And that's it. I don't think I need to say anything else. So we shoot them. Now with the shield, we bounce. And this is 2021. So there it is. Exactly. Now 131. 5 missing. We have sword, shield, and gauntlet. 3 enemies that we can't kill until we get the sword. Grab this and grab this. Get this, go here, push this, and grab this. So far, seems okay. What's the best way to get to the sword? Maybe move this one and this two. How many move? 43. Yeah, when I see high numbers, I get confident that I can use many, but we run out quickly. Let's not rush it. If I push this and move this one here, I need to move this, I think. This I can move 1 and 1, but then I need to move these 2 as well. Now, moving with this bed. No, I changed my mind. So I move this, yes. Then I go here, and then I want to move this box and the bed. Now I go here and I move the box and the bed. Now I can move the other bed and get the sword. But I prefer not to move this enemy as I go up. Actually, can I even... I would like to stop here so I can push this box down and the bed down as well. Because if I move this bed to the left, I need to move this too. I can this way. This, and then I move this, and then I go this, and move this, and now I can move this, and this. Now this enemy is in the way, so I prefer to move it here as I go up, and now I do the same. Oh, I should have waited. Not in here, but in here. Now it's much better. Now I have my path open to the sword, but I'm still not able to get it because I can't stop here. What if I push them both up? So from here, I still need to move this box here, because even though the bed will occupy these 2 squares, I still need a way to go around. So this up and this up. Now I move the broken bed. And now I can get the sword. Kill this one. Kill this one. And live with -3. It's not bad. Finish. Not bad. I thought it would be worse. Gauntlet and bow. Stools. Not very friends with stools. So we need to come here first. One less, because we need to move it this way so we can get in here and pull this possum. Now we need to get in. We need to get through the rat. What if I try to do it from here? Not the last one. Now this one? Not sure. How about I move these 2 pots? Now I can move this one. I'm getting confused. I want to move these two, but if I pull this up, there's no room for the rat, so I need to move it to the left. But when I move this one up, there's no way for me to get in. What if I move the stool here? Now I can pull it up. It's 27 moves. Now I can move the rat and go around. This is 27. We still haven't got the bow. This is not like last level. In this position, this vase, pot, whatever it is, will not allow me to pull the rat out. So I need to get it out of the way there. And the only thing, so I put it one up, now to the side. Now I can pull the rat and get inside. But this is 23, 24, 26. Plus 4. So this is the problem. I can't pull it up one more. And I think maybe the stool is not the problem. So I start here, and when I get the glove, I'm in position to get here and move this tool. But maybe this tool is not the problem. So let's try do the same without moving the stool. Now if I pull it twice, I won't be able to move it to the side. So what I'll do is get here and then move it to the side. Now I can move the rat. And I need to move the pot twice. If it's here and the rat is here, I won't be able to go through. Now the problem that I have is that if I take the rat out, now I can't get inside to get the bow. It's almost half the moves. And it seems that I need to move some stools, probably this one. It's not a problem being here, but it's a problem that I can't get in, and I can help if I move it. So before I moved it and I went through, and it's 1, 2, and then 3, 4, that would be 19. So from here, move the stool and do the exact same. It's taking longer because this tool now doesn't position me in the same vertical. This is 19. So what we want is to do this and now move the pot to the side, but we can't. What if we do this? Now we want to go one up, and now we can move this pot to the side. Maybe this is what we wanted. I doubt it because it's 23. Yes, this pot it's on the side, but still too many moves. And I don't think it has to do with the boxes, because we need to get all 3 to get to the bow, whereas here we need to take out 2. What if I move it 2? What happens? Can't get in. Can't get inside now. and this is the same. Still can't get inside. Maybe when I move this pot like in here, maybe I move this stool. No, just once. Let's see. Having things in this center, in the center of this space, it's a problem because they are hard to reach. And seems like I need to have a stool here to get inside. And it's cheaper, shorter, faster to move this one here once than this one here twice. Because this corner, it doesn't matter. There's a stool. I have to stop anyway. Here I can move the stool, but let's wait. Let's wait. And if I don't do it now, I won't be able to do it. But this is 8 moves, and I move the stool at number 9. Whereas the other way, it's 6. Same position, elements in the same position, but this is 6. The other one was 9. And if I push it twice, I can't move the rat out. So I move it to the side, but when I come down, maybe I move the stool. No. Oh, so maybe I don't need this one here. I need it here, but I need this here. Let's do that instead. Not yet. So we move this to the side, and now here when I go down to move the pot, I move the stool as well. Actually, only once, because if I move it twice, I'll be here. I move up, I stop here, another move, so here I can go straight to the end. Now we move the rat, and now we can move it to the side by coming here. Now we get inside, shoot this one, shoot the stools 25, shoot the rat is 26, shoot the stool is 25, move and get the arrow back is 26, shoot the rat is 27. So like this. This is 27, 28, 29 plus 2 is better than before. So here we moved the stool down and we got this, and we move it once. Once is better than twice. What if we don't move the stool here now? Although I don't see the inconvenience, but let's move this once and twice, and then we get inside. And in this position we can move it again, but this is wasting. It's much worse. No. Actually, I'll leave it at 20 plus 2. Yeah, let's see the other levels. I can't see how. Save 2 moves. 133. Whoa, it's not much room to move. Gauntlet, bow, shear, and big spider. So we can't do anything with the glove, so we get the bow. And we shoot the spider to make room. Now we need to move a lot of things, starting by getting the shield. Now we move this small table up, otherwise we won't be able. And now we need to... we should have grabbed the glove before, maybe, so we could push the big table down. It's not going to be the solution, but I would like to see what the solution, what the end is. So this one should be here, maybe with this one. I can do it, but it's a bit silly doing it in 100 moves. Get the globe this time. Seems to me that I need to go with the small box moving it because it's much more flexible. Maybe I don't need to move this one up, so I move it to the side. No, because I want to move it up so that I can get in here and push this one down. If I push this one up and this one here, now I can go around this big table. I think I moved, so I kill the spider, yeah. Now I can move it up. But not to the side. What if I move the small twice? From here, I move it once. Oh, just once. Now I can move it down, but the small box should be with me. And now the long table should go down as well. If I push it up, I'm locked. I think this might be enough. Let's do one more. Let's see. One more. I can go through now. +2. Let's go back to here. I can pull the long one down, but then I can't leave. And I think I've always moved this one with me when I need it. I didn't go to move this small one, so I can't save moves there. because this is 18, I need 14. So I don't go around here, but if I move it down, then I'm locked here. And I need to move it here, this one. Otherwise, this one doesn't fit. I think the position of these tables is the correct one, but I did something. So here I could save one. Here now I move to the right, but I could move this table now. I saved one or two moves there. Now this in here, I can't pull this one down, the long one, because I won't be able to leave, so I need to go here and now go around. I think I have one or two more. Two. Now push. Okay, so that was it. So one move, but I needed to go and go back. So that was it. Not bad. Not bad. Room Special 13 unlocked. Let's go and have a look. This one. From ages ago. Ooh. It's been a while since we've seen this grass, which is not grass, it's moss or mold. Shield and glove. And there are many stairs, but there's only one exit. Don't get tricked. And they all fall to the spikes. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting, because we can't do much. Not pull, not push. Imagine we have these two. We go to this corner, and here we can push or pull. We can't push or pull, so we go the other way. We can pull the spider, but then we are locked. We can't push or pull this one. The only thing we can do is move this table when we get the glove. Like this. Seems this is the only possible move. 50. I can do some weird thing like this. This is something. And we can move this one here now. And move this table down. So we can get in here and push it to the side. For some reason, doesn't seem like 20 out of 50. This doesn't seems like it's in the way. I'm thinking how to bring them to the spikes, but it's like a lot of moves, every one of them. Let's go back. Here I moved this table. Maybe it's even better than that I push this one, so that I can push this table there. Is this better? Maybe even better. I push the table and I push him so I can pull the table. And then as I go down, I push him. Not that far. Now I'm locked here. I would prefer to move this table, I think. This table would be good here. it will be good that it's here. Either this one or this one. Better this one. I mean, even though the number of moves, like I've wasted a lot of moves, now it's here. Now let's see if that helps. Can't reach the spider now. Plus 20. It's alright. This weird thing that we do in the beginning seems like it's actually the only thing we can do. I really need to move this out of the way. Two more moves. Maybe I only push this one down once. But then from here I need to move this one so I can go around when I move every enemy. No, because I won't be able to get them from here. No, not gonna happen. Not on my watch. What about twice here now? Then I move this one. So that I can push that one there This is 29. That's the sentiment. Ah. Well, it's not plus 20, but it's plus 12 still. Twice. Yeah, now I can't move the table because the pad is in the way. I'll leave the spider out for now. Six more. Plus one and leave. Plus seven. Let's move on because we've tried for a while and this is special. It's not one of these ones. We have two more specials, 14 with 5 more crowns and 15. One before last, so we don't have weapon, we have spike, same. So we need to move this one to move the other two. One of them, apparently this one first, looks like this way. One and then move the shelf. I know that's a lot. So we need to move the shelf at some point. So we don't need it yet. Let's leave it. And when we are here and we want to move here, and then we move the shelf. Not that one. Can I move the little one? No. not yet. Here. Here, and then this one up, and this one up, but I can't go around. I still can do this. Oh, so I didn't need to move this one here to the top. I think I'm doing the same as before. So this is the beginning. Yes, and that's it. Now I move this one. Can I move it? No, I need to move it once and then to the side. Now I can push the small one and move this shelf. Push this one, move this one, kill the small one to kill the big one. Now to do what I need to do, I'm at 26. I think it's better if I do this, and now I can move the big one. I can keep pulling it, but then I'm locked. So I need to go around and push it from here and go around again and push it from top. This is for later. I'll take it, but I'm not sure if I could have done it better. -3. I want to check something. This shelf, why it's here? Oh, because I needed to move it down to grab this one. I see. Yes. I see what I did. Is that the best though? This is 45, and if I move it here, no, that's better. That's worse, I mean. Yeah, I'll take -3. -3. And the very last. Where's the treasure? Where's my treasure? Yeah, I see a lot of gold, but I can't reach it. Let's see if it's inside. Okay, that's the gold, and it's behind the door. And 63 moves. Actually, one is open. So what happens here? What happens? What happens? Someone tell me. Everything is outside. And we have everything. And there are a lot of people. These two are behind the pots, which are actually the difficult ones because are the hardest to reach. Actually, there's a better way. Wait, it's one to move and push, one to get close. I think this is even better. Now I can. Oh, I can't grab it because I don't have the glove. I need to move the stool to be able to move the pot. Now I can get inside. Can I? Yes, I can when I come back. Now with my shear I stopped before. Now I can get inside. Kill you, come back. Now I do this. These guys are protected. Maybe I do this when I come back. So yes, I killed this one. Now we can move it. +5. The end of the dungeon. Last room clear. All general rooms clear. Clean out. Yeah, but not with all crowns. Finish. The adventurer has overcome the puzzles of the dungeon, reaching the final room. You acquire the treasure of the dungeon, but your adventure is not ended yet. No, it's not. There are still many things to be done. There are still rooms to explore and crowns to get. How do you know? I don't have every single one. Like I could have reached the end with all the crowns. Try beating the standard number of moves by the dungeon designer. Show us how good you are at this. Yay, +6. +6. Okay, so we got the treasure. We got the treasure at the end. And in the end, we got treasure. I think that if we had stopped here before last, not get the treasure, with all the crowns we've received by the time we reach the last one, it's more gold than the actual treasure, I think. So this is it. No more levels. Actually, 2 more. When we get 130, we can do this. So now, without further ado, I want to take this out of my chest because I have an opinion about this game. Dungeon and puzzles. Overall, 2 opinions. First, I like the game. I liked it. I'm still playing it actually. Even though we've seen the ending, we are still playing. I'm still playing to collect those crowns. So overall, in the end, I liked it. Second thought, I was expecting something from the game and I received what I expected. So my expectations were met. So I got what I was expecting. So I'm not disappointed. 0 disappointment. That's overall my opinion. Now let's get into detail and pick things up because I have 3 positives and 3 negatives. And I need to say I like the game because the negatives weigh more, they are more important than the positives. And it's kind of weird because the negatives are more relevant, more important, more significant than the positives, but overall I liked it. You'll see. I hope you'll see. I hope I can manage to explain myself and let you understand my opinion. Now, for the positives and negatives, I'll start with the positives. One of the things I like of this game is something that I also Golf Picks had. I don't like it. I love it when there's these kind of things in games. It's a hidden tutorial, or in other words, a tutorial that is not a tutorial. It's part of the game. It's not the game stopping you, not letting you play, and showing you a bubble with text saying what you need to do so you understand. That's not here. This is not the case. This game teaches you without actually telling you. It lets you do the thing because it's the only way to solve, to continue, to move forward. So you learn that way. And I love that. That's the perfect way to do a tutorial. And that's in this game. In this game, the initial levels, let's say from 1 to about 25, 30, more or less, because you get new gear after 30. The glove and the shield, I think they are after or at about level 30. But the sword and the bow and arrow, you get it in those levels. And the game teaches you. Not only teaches you to use those pieces of equipment or gear, weapons in this case, those 2, not only teaches you those, but teaches you other things like tricks. Oh, the bow and arrow is used to shoot an enemy and kill it, but you can also shoot a stool, or you can shoot a wall for different purposes. I won't explain here everything you can do with every piece of gear, but this is what happens in this game. And you learn what you can do because those levels, they are the only way to solve them. So unless you realize that you need to do that, and in the initial levels they are very obvious, it's not like an aha moment. So you need to go through that and you move forward. Every time you get new gear, the game teaches you. Also, in the beginning, the levels are grouped in there's a group of 4, a group of 3, and it's like a thematic theme because, for example, you get the sword and the shield, and there are 4 levels grouped together where you have sword and shield. So they are a bit like clusters, and here you're going to learn to mix the glove or gauntlet with the shield, but that happens in the beginning. More about that later. That's the beginning, and that's something that I like very much of this game, is the initial levels, how they welcome you, the player, and how they teach you how to play without actually telling you, like explicitly. That's one. Second thing, I have a guide, but I need to actually check. Second thing that I like about this game is the initial levels are not super easy. You can tell which ones are kind of tutorial because they are very simple and they are made around this thing you need to do to learn because you'll need it in the future. After that, you get there are 4 pieces of gear: sword, bow and arrow, shield, and gauntlet. And each one of them, they work differently and you can do different things with them. But what happens if you combine them? And this is something that the game contemplates and accepts, embraces, and it throws at you so you can play with that. What happens if you have the sword and the shield? What happens if you have the shield and the glove? Because the shield pushes and the glove pulls. What happens if you mix and match? So that's something that I found in the middle part of the game that I liked when you have to combine them. But that's between 30 to 75. When those combinations start, it's up to 75 or so. More about that later. I think you see where I'm going with this. So the first 25, 30 levels, they are easy, they are meant to teach you, and they welcome you to the game, and so you are immediately engaged. They are not super difficult, and from about 30 to 75, you don't get new gear, but you get to combine them. So you are still having some refreshing feelings of this is something new. I'm still learning. I'm still enjoying it because the game is challenging me. It's challenging my mind. The game is making me think differently. Not in every level, but I can have the sense of progress with the levels. For now, I think this is it. The most important things of this game, the things that this game does better, is this. It welcomes you, sucks you in, so you are immediately engaged and you can't stop playing. And until some point, you have a sense of progress and evolution, and the engagement continues. Now, what happens when this stops? So let's talk about design, because we'll talk about this is related to the up to level 75. Now we'll talk about what happens after 75. It's not exactly 75, but around 75, 80, maybe up to 100. We'll see, and you'll understand with the final score. Now, design. Starting with the aesthetics, visual direction, visual design. And I found like there's a problem with difficulty, there's a progress with this is what we've talked about by now. But visually, I find there is a lack of progress in that area of this game. So my biggest critique, and I think it's the most important, and it also has a easy solution. You will have to rethink a little bit, but you don't have to change anything of the actual design of how the levels, the layout or everything. You don't have to change anything about that. You just have to change the graphics. And for me, it's a lack of sense of progress in the visual area. What do I mean with that? So at the start, you are like in the outside of the dungeon before you enter. Once you enter, so from level 2, the environment is one. Level 2 is another one. Level 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you get to 15, the levels, they start to repeat. One is like a prison cell, the other one is like a cave, the other one is like a castle ruin, the other one is like a cave with a lava river. So it's very mixed, and it feels like they wanted to show you everything before you drop the game. It's like a lack of confidence. Maybe it's not the case. Maybe that's not the purpose. That's not what they did it. But I would have loved more a sense of progress as I go deeper in the cave. Actually, in the menu, not the menu, the map. The map is very well designed. You start from the top, and as you go deeper into the cave, you go down, 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 down. The map itself has different music. As you go down, the background music changes. So why not visually? Do that visually. I would have loved, for example, you start in rough caverns, or maybe a ruin. It doesn't matter the order. That's up to the artistic director. But make the first 25 levels a theme, like prison cell. I don't know. For example, as I said, doesn't matter the order. Prison cell. From 25 to 50, make it cemetery. I don't know. From 50 to 75, a different one. Castle. 75 to 100, cave with lava river or ghost town, or doesn't matter. But you have a sense of progress. Like you feel you are going deeper into the cave. But the way they chose the levels, the visual design of the levels, it's all very mixed, and you get everything at the same time all together. It's like, I don't know if this is more difficult or not, like visual communication. I don't know, because I've seen this level 15 times before, in level 30, in level 100, and in level 128. So I don't have that sense of progress, and for me, I think this is the worst. It's not like a huge deal. If this is the worst, imagine the rest. Out of the all negatives, this is the one that it hurt me more. Not me, or I mean the game, because it doesn't break the game, but it at the same time is so easy to solve that feel like it's a pity. Also on the negatives, and I'll show you before I say, music variety. Here it's not out of place. It's very well selected, and it matches the ambient, the theme of the game. But the lack of variety, it makes it very repetitive. At the same time, because it's very subtle, this music is very in the background and very subtle, I think it plays in favor of the game and dilutes the fact that it is very repetitive. It's very well crafted, very well selected, and it matches so well the theme of this cavern with exploration and adventure. I would have liked many more different songs, but it is at this level of quality that it's less important. So there are like 2-3 songs. I found that there are more songs in the menu or the map, because there are 3, if I'm not mistaken. 1 to 50, 50 to 100, 100 to 135, something like that. In the actual levels, when you need to solve the sokoban puzzle, I think there are 2, 3, maybe 2 or 3 songs. It's like there's even less songs in the game while you are playing than when you are not playing, when you are in the menu. Lucky for the game, it's good quality music, and so we forgive you. And I have one more positive and one more negative. I'll continue with the negatives. The other thing that I found is I took from level 1 to 25, 30 how they teach you. Then from 30 to 75 or so, you start combining gears, so you are still engaged. What happens after level 75? I was still enjoying the game because sokoban puzzles is something fun, so I still enjoy it. But compared to the beginning, it got to a point where I found the curve of difficulty. Usually it starts low, it goes increasing, and it needs to be progressive. At some point, I found that there were spikes of difficulty. There were 1-2 levels, they were suddenly super difficult with 50 moves, 80, 81 moves suddenly, and they felt like out of place. At the same time, when we were doing these difficult levels, I found there were others that were solved in the first try, not even have to think it twice. So my final negative is I found some peaks of difficulty, and they felt like out of nowhere and out of place, like they didn't belong, or like maybe it was me, I couldn't see the solution, or by chance I found the solution in my first try, but that's unlikely. They also felt like when you don't test your game, it could be me when I don't find the solution, because sometimes it's very obvious, but me for some reason can't see it. But when I find the solution in my first try, I doubted very much that it was by chance or by luck, or I doubt it very much. And we got peaks of high difficulty and peaks of very low difficulty. Also, after the first half of the game, you get the initial where you learn, and you get the second initial where you start combining. But after that, you don't get any more new stuff, like no new gear, no new combinations. So it starts going down in the interest level. They start to not actually get to the boring part. It's not boring, but it's less engaging. Maybe not less engaging. It doesn't keep up the pace as in the beginning, and this will be reflected in the final score. Let me tell you about my last positive, and it's very minor, and it's something that usually doesn't get enough recognition, but for me, maybe I think this might be very personal, but something that I love about the game. I want to think that this is the case where they put care and effort into doing this. I want to think so. If it's not, I still like it. But I have to say, the sound effects in this game, for me, they are notorious. They show like when you wield the sword and you kill an enemy and the door pops in the background, all those little sounds. I want to think they put a lot of care into making them, because the end result for me is excellent. And this might be very subjective opinion, very personal, but whoever was in charge, congrats. I think they're good and I like them. You need to try. If you've seen the game, pay attention to it. It's like a referee in a match. When you don't talk about them, it's a good sign, because they are there, they have to do their things, and if they go unnoticed, it's good. But this case is the actual opposite. They are noticeable for their good presence. So this is all my positives and negatives about the game. You see, I've talked about more of the negatives than the positives. And as I said, the negatives, lack of sense of progress, music variety, I think they would be easily solved. I would have taken 1 to 25 levels and make a theme. Like I said, the beginning is a prison cell, and make it the same graphic style, same environment, make a song or background music dedicated to that theme, and then from 25 to 50 or whatever, and you split the game. But here is like all the game is one whole thing mixed up. You don't know what's the beginning or the end, because of the difficulty of the levels and because they are in order of difficulty. But only by the looks you can't tell. And for that reason, I'll give you my final score for dungeon and puzzles. It's a Slinky the Dog, because I find that it has a good beginning where the game it teaches you how to play without actually telling you, up to level around 25, and then from 25 30 to around 75 100 you start combining the pieces of gear that the game gives you, and you have the sense of new things and the engagement continues. But after that you get a chunk of levels where you are continuously doing the same. You don't have new gear, you don't have new combinations. The levels are a little bit more difficult, but the rooms itself, they don't have a theme, so they are like quite repetitive. The game is still engaging because it's a sokoban puzzle game, but it's like monotone. And then you get to the end where you get the more challenging parts. Your mind is challenged because you have to apply everything that you've done and learned before. But before means in the first 75 levels, not in the second half of the game. But I think it fits very well, this final score, to this game, because you have very well crafted beginning, repetitive but still fun middle part, and challenging with character ending. So there you have it. My final score for dungeon and puzzle, it's a Slinky the Dog from Toy Story. So that's my opinion. This is how I see it. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I want to add something else. 2 special mentions. They are not positive or negative. They are negative, but not enough to make the cut and get included in the negatives. It's the fact that the game doesn't have a story, but it doesn't need a story. But the way it's presented, the first level, it tells you, oh, there's a puzzle designer, you have to do this and that. But the ending, it's a bit of a letdown. The way it ends, its main character sits on the throne, and that's it. You beat the dungeon maker, and let's get all the other crowns. And I also wonder what happens if you get all the crowns when you reach that point. Maybe we can try that. Get all the crowns and then repeat the last level again and see if it says, oh, go back to the missing crowns when you have all of them. The ending, it's a bit rushed. Not rushed as in goes fast, but it lacks content. But at the same time, the game doesn't have like a deep story, or there's not much happening. It's straight puzzle game. Maybe it doesn't need, but I was expecting an animation how the character leaves the dungeon with the treasure. Maybe, I don't know. It's just a special mention. And my second special mention, it's about the rooms that are special. They are called special rooms. Special room 1, 2, 3, up to from 1 to 15, the special rooms. But what's special about them? I didn't find what's special with them. In the beginning, they were like a bit more difficult, I might say, but as you progress, and after maybe special 10, as I said, the difficulty goes up and down like very crazy, and they are not all of them more difficult than the standard levels. So I got confused there. So what's special about these special rooms? What makes them special? Maybe it's a question we will never have the answer. We're still playing, as I said. So look forward for more. We'll be challenged with these final levels. And the levels we haven't got the crown, we call them the lost levels. And within these lost levels, they are also more and more difficult as we play them, because we also play them in order from initial to ending. So we'll see. We'll still face that 81 moves level. So we'll see how it goes. But the score will be set in stone, will be there forever and ever. As usual, thank you for sharing this time with me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.